Fifth period, this is an assignment just for you. Don't tell first, second, third, and fourth period about this. No, in truth, it's too freaking hot for you guys to go outside in the afternoon today. I'm assuming it's a Wednesday. I shouldn't be here. Anyway, I took this photo and opened it in Photoshop. It's by Adi Rajani. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Anyway, I want to make the photo into something else. And I want you guys to use specific settings on the computer in Photoshop to try to change this around. Later on, you're going to get to play more in Photoshop with some of your stuff, but kind of follow my directions straightforward here. Watch this. I'm going to create a duplicate layer of his picture. The reason I'm doing that is because if I were to accidentally take a photo that I had edited and it was like the best photo ever, and I did not make a duplicate layer and I saved it incorrectly, I could ruin the best photo I ever took. So make a duplicate layer, and that's the one we're going to work on. So what you're going to do here is go to Image Adjustments, and I only want you to use Invert. Invert is the assignment. You're going to invert 3 photos. So I'm going to click on Invert. Now it changes things around. It flips the colors around. And to test it, what you can do is click on the little eyeball on that second layer that you created, the background copy. Turn it off, and you can see in photography and in Photoshop, the opposite of blue is yellow, okay, or orange, and that goes our complementary colors. Notice the bottom there, the brown, the opposite of that seems to be blue. Okay, I think Photoshop is doing the best it can. So these are inverted. That looks pretty good, okay, but it's not enough, class, not enough for Foley. So I want you to go up above that, and if you like that inversion, you can save it, and I'll show you how to save it in a minute. But look at this. If you go here to this box right above the layer, it's called Normal. These are blending modes. I'm going to click on that. And I'm not going to use Dissolve because it practically does nothing. I'm going to start with Darken. Now look what happens to our image. When you go through the blending modes, keep your mouse pointer located over this box right here that's highlighted in blue. Now I'm going to rotate my little mouse wheel. That's called Multiply. Okay, that's called Color Burn. There's nothing there. Linear Burn, forget about it. But now we get to darker color. So what you can do now is to go through these different blending modes, and I would go through every single one except for Dissolve and see what works for you. Okay, that's a polar bear in the snow. Forget about that one. Lighter color, overlay, and soft light, no. Hard light, nothing here. Vivid light for this particular photo. Linear light, pen light. Ooh, getting interesting now. This is called hard mix. This is called difference. Oh, I like the difference here. What a difference it is, too. Again, compare it to the original. I like the difference, but I'm going to go on down and show you some more. So I have to go back to difference if I click off of it and continue rotating the little mouse wheel. So I'm going to go to the bottom. This is called subtract. This is called divide, hue, saturation. Where's that? Where we heard of that before? Color, luminosity. So I am going to go back to what I thought was my favorite one for this particular photo. And you guys might disagree with me, but who cares? No, seriously, I want you to find what you like the best. So I'm going to use difference here. I'm going to keep it like that. Then I'm going to go to Layer, Flatten Image. So now I have this photo changed from the original, but I don't want to save it over the other photo and ruin that because it might be needed later on. So I'm going to go to File. This is why we use Save As. Now, I had saved it before as Subject 3 inverted, but I made some other changes. So if it were in his file, he would save it as Subject 3 inverted too. But we don't want it as a PSD. We want it as a JPEG. And the inverted part is going to save Subject 3 as an original photo. Click on Save. Choose maximum 12. Click OK. Now that photo is finished. Okay. So then what I want you to do next is to open another photo that you've done in Photoshop and then continue working on those. I want you to do at least 3 of these conversions, and feel free to do more, but 3 are required.